Hello, hello, hello. What's happening, everybody? MCOC Droid does back again for another video on Marvel Contest Champions. Today, I would like to talk about signature stones. Obviously, they are used to increase the signature level of your champions, be it 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, all the way up to 5-star. I have not seen any 6-star signature stones come into play yet, but I imagine they're probably coming pretty soon. So they're important, again, to increase the signature ability level of your champions, but also they're important to help get your champions to max signature level, which, again, sounds like the same thing, and in a way it technically is. But, of course, when you do have any champion, and I'll just go ahead and pull up one here, for example, Captain America as my 4-star. I know that he is Sig level 99. Which, of course, for 4 stars is max Sig level. That is the same for 3 stars. For 5 stars, the max Sig level is going to be 200. So, again, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, max Sig level is 99. 5-star, max Sig level is 200. Once that happens, if you pull them from a crystal, so that would be, you know, a 2-star, 3-star crystal, a 4-star crystal, a basic, a grandmaster crystal, a premium hero crystal, whatever it may be. When you pull that champion again, you get what's known as a max signature ability crystal. And so that can include, you know, shards for the next class up. That can include Sig Stones, Awakening Gems, and of course the Immortal Iron Fist. That white whale that only so many people have gotten, particularly as a 4 and 5-star, and now potentially even as a 6-star. Again, I imagine people could start eventually get him. I do only have him as a 3-star, as you can see right here. Haven't really worked on him that much. I would love to get him in higher ranks. But anyway, the point is that for a lot of champions, once you hit a certain signature level, the benefits don't really add all that much, you know. So, perfect example is somebody like Archangel. Now, you want to get him up to a certain signature level so that his neurotoxins will cause at least a 33.34 or 33.4, or if you just want to round up and say a 34% reduction in ability accuracy. That way, instead of having to stack 4 to guarantee ability accuracy totally reduced, now, like with mine right here, you only have to do 3. But after you get to a certain point, individual Sig levels really aren't going to add that much more benefit to your champions. That said, you do still want to get them maxed out, because then, as I mentioned, once you pull them from a crystal, you'll get that max signature ability crystal. And so Sig Stones, be them generic or class specific, are incredibly important to help advance your champions along, not only to make their signature ability slightly better or eventually a lot better, but also to max them out so that you can be getting potentially double the shards for the next dupe, or additional Sig Stones, Awakening Gems, or getting that Immortal Iron Fist. So this past Friday, there was a deal that popped up in the shop, and I did end up getting it. I've been waiting to open these because I've been waiting for item use to come on, the 3-day Alliance event, and that just started earlier today. Here we go, down here. So, if you recall, it was $30. It had 10 generic 5-star Sig Stones, 20 generic 4-star Sig Stones, and then 20 5-star Sig Stone crystals and 30 4-star Sig Stone crystals. I'm going to go ahead and open all of these up, actually. I'm not even going to spin any of them out. It would be kind of a waste of time and adding on to this video even more than I already will be, I'm sure. For 4 stars, I don't really have any specific need or desire. I do have a bunch of champions, assuming the game, there we go. I do have a bunch of champions that are kind of at that 79 to 80 Sig Stone level, so they're 1 dupe away from getting maxed out. There we go, so that's the rest right there. Pretty decent spread for 38. Crystals, looks like mostly skill and cosmic, not too shabby. Excuse me. For 5-star, I for sure want skill and tech at the most, and the reason why that is, with mutant being the 3rd, I'll say that. I'll spin out 1 or 2, just because I have a few of these. The reason why that is, well, you saw Archangel. He's at Sig level 128. My other highest is Star-Lord, who is at 114. And then Blade, who's only at 83. Of course, I'm always wanting to pour more Sig Stones into Blade, which will help his regen. Let me go ahead and tap that right there. And starting off with the science, they must have heard what I wanted and figured they would go in the exact opposite direction. Tap that one a little bit quicker. But the point is, I mean, again, for Blade, alright, cool, got a tech on that one. I'll just go ahead and pop the rest of these. For Blade, I do still have some work to do. Again, he's only at 83, so I would like to keep pumping more into him so that his regen will get better. But for Archangel and for Star-Lord, who of course are both available in the basic crystal, just like Blade, I'm trying to get them as close to Sig 200 as I can. Or, I should say, I'm trying to get them to Sig level 200 as fast as I can. On the off chance that I do pull them anytime soon, which I probably won't. But assuming that I do, it would be nice. It would be very nice to get one of those max Sig ability crystals from duping a 5-star. Because then that would mean I get a chance at a 6-star Immortal Iron Fist, 6-star shards, you know, an additional 275 6-star shards, or 5-star Sig Stones and 5-star Awakening Gems, which of course those are pretty rare in this game. So to be able to pull one of those would be very satisfying, to say the least. So again, I've got these 10 generics, and I'm going to go ahead and start with these. I would like to use them all into Blade. Again, I just want to get him going. I really want to get him going. That takes him up to 93, which is awesome. Let me take a look at the spread here. So I ended up getting 5 Cosmic, and I think for those, I'm going to keep pouring them into Medusa here so that I can increase the chance that once she gets to 3 stacks of Fury, that I can do the auto block if need be with her Living Strands ability. So I wanted to keep working on her. Again, Star-Lord, I mean, as you can see, I've only got 2 choices anyway for tech, and they are certainly not going into Hulkbuster. So I'll throw those 3 into Star-Lord. Mutant, again, those will go into Archangel. So I'll throw those 2 in there. Skill, I did get 3 more, so again, that gets Blade now up to 96, almost halfway there, which is nice, which is very, very nice indeed. Science, I've pretty much been pouring them all into MODOK. It does help slightly with his Sig ability, with his defensive abilities, with the different shields that he can produce based on the class types that he is able to defeat within the same quest or Alliance War or whatever it is. Not a huge help, but again, every Sig level counts. And lastly, for Mystic. So I have not used any of these ever, actually. As you can see, well, I've got 2 Mystic champs total. The other one is Loki, and he is not awakened. And so Iron Fist is really my, well, he is my only awakened Mystic champion. And I'm definitely not using any Sig Stones on him. I'm keeping them for, hopefully, Dr. Voodoo, if I could eventually pull him. I might be going for him in a second here. Be on the lookout for the next video on the channel. But yeah, pretty much any solid Mystic champ that I get and then can hopefully awaken, I will be ready to pour a lot of Sig Stones into them because, again, I've literally never used a single Mystic 5-star Sig Stone. So that was definitely a big help. 4 and 3-star, I'm not going to work on right now. I do want to wait for individual class events just in case, or, well, solo quests, just in case they pop up while this item use event is still going on, so I can get double the points. The disclaimer that I want to put here, and I should have done it at the beginning of the video, but I'll go ahead and do it now. So what I'm doing with Sig Stones, for most of you, I would not recommend this strategy. Now, I'm only doing it... I'm just kind of showing you my different levels of different 3-stars here as I chat. I'm only doing it because I'm at the point where I'm trying to get as many shards as possible. Now, granted, most people in this game are. Of course, you want to get more 4-star shards, 5-star shards, 6-star shards as fast as you possibly can. But that said, there are a lot of champions that do benefit from a higher signature level. So it is better to focus on them rather than picking some random champion, like, say, if I were to go to Spider-Gwen here. Well, she's only at Sig level 1. So if I were a relatively newer account or even a middle account, you know, if I am still using 3 stars fairly regularly, there's no benefit to me if I'm just trying to get Spider-Gwen up to Sig level 99 on the off chance that I pull that specific champion again. I would much rather use those Sig Stones on somebody better, like Hulk or Void or, you know, some of the other science champs that are much better rather than simply trying to just use them on one specific champion. This strategy that I'm using, I recommend for people who are a little bit farther down the game. Again, the veteran players who have a fairly full roster, who have a lot of champions that are awakened. Maybe you already have a good number of champs that are maxed out, and you can spread your Sig Stones a little bit more. I don't want to say a little bit more better because that's bad English, but a little bit more focused. You know, you're able to pick specific champs even if you don't need their Sig level higher, just in order to get them to 99 faster and hopefully get the dupe for additional shards or some of that other stuff that I was talking about. So again, I would only really recommend it if you are farther along the game and you don't have any or many champions that specifically need a higher signature level to be more effective simply than just being at Sig level 1 or Sig level 5 or 10 or what have you. So again, everyone's account is different, everyone's strategy is different, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. That's just my little bit of advice for the day. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video right here. I hope you enjoyed kind of this brief little breakdown of Sig Stones and going over some of the 5 stars that I have. If you did, feel free to smash that like button, excuse me, and share this video if you are so inclined. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. I am getting closer and closer to that 500 sub mark, where, as I mentioned earlier, there will be a couple of giveaways happening. One is going to be a live stream, and one will be a pre-recorded video of some sort. Details soon to follow as I get closer to that 500 mark. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.